Great Smoky Mountains National Park encourages all of its visitors to help care for the park by leaving no trace.
When a park says leave no trace, it means you don't leave any evidence that you were there behind you when you leave, except your footprints on the marked trails. This is to help preserve the natural area and reduce our impact on this protected environment. We can apply this perspective anywhere we travel and explore in God's creation. And there are 7 helpful steps to remember how to do this. First, plan ahead and prepare. When you plan and prepare properly for your outing, you set yourself up and your group for success. Travel and camp on durable surfaces, which means stick to durable surfaces like designated trails and campsites, as well as rock, gravel, and dry grasses. Dispose of waste properly. This means never throwing trash on the ground. Always throw it in a trash can or recycle bin or take it with you. Leave what you find. Don't take parts of nature with you when you leave. Leave what you find in a national park for others to see and enjoy too. Minimize campfire impacts. If and when campfires are permitted, this means to be very careful how and when you make campfires and to put it out completely when you're done. Respect wildlife. This one is very simple. Keep a safe distance from animals and don't bother them. Let them live their lives and watch them respectfully. Be considerate of others. This one follows the golden rule to treat others how you would want to be treated. Be kind and courteous on the trail.
God calls all of us to be good stewards of the world that He's given us. And these are some great steps to keep in mind no matter where you are exploring His creation. There are lots of animals that you can see along these trails, but there's one creature you probably won't see because of how good it is at staying hidden and being secretive. This elusive animal is the bobcat.
The bobcat is the only wildcat living in the Great Smoky Mountains today. They like living alone and are nocturnal, meaning they rest and sleep during the day and are awake and active during the night.
These are curious cats, but they're not very social in the wild, especially around people. They'll see you, but you won't see them, which is why we're here at the Ober-Gatlinburg Wildlife Encounter to see some bobcats up close.
While you may not see a bobcat, you may hear one. They meow, snarl, hiss, yowl, and even scream. You also might find the evidence of a bobcat by their paw prints in the dirt. The bobcat is part of the cat kind, created on day 6. They have flat-looking faces with little ear tufts on top and beautiful fur ruffs of longer hair on the sides of their head. Their short, bobbed tail has a black tip and gives the cat its name. Bobcats are very versatile and adaptive, which means they can adjust to live in many different habitats. And they do. They are the most common wildcat in North America, living across almost all of the United States, southern Canada, and northern Mexico. Wherever they live, all bobcats have this signature spotted pattern on their coat, though some may have a gray or brown color. Like a house cat, bobcats use their whiskers to help measure if an opening is big enough for their body to fit through. But unlike most house cats, they are about twice as big as your average pet. Also like pet cats, bobcats keep their sharp claws retracted inside their skin unless they need them for hunting or defending themselves. If you come across a set of bobcat tracks, they may look a little like dog tracks because of their size, but take a closer look. Dog tracks are longer than they are wide, and bobcat tracks are wider than they are long. And remember, unlike any dog tracks, cat tracks will never have claw marks since they keep them retracted inside when they walk.
Bobcats are carnivores and have amazing night vision, great senses of smell, and superb hearing. These strong senses help them hunt raccoons, squirrels, rabbits, birds, and other small animals in the dark. They're equally comfortable on the ground or up climbing in the trees and can leap as far as 10 feet or more to catch their prey.
Bobcats are especially at home in the Great Smoky Mountains because they like to live in deciduous forests with lots of undergrowth for hiding. They make their dens in hollow logs or in a dense thicket. Their habitat includes their den and a range of territory that they hunt in and that they defend and protect. In this range, they may have one main den and several smaller ones.
Philippians 4:19 says, "And my God will supply every need of yours according to his riches in glory in Jesus Christ." Just like the highs and lows that we see around here with the mountains and the valleys, there are many ups and downs in life as well. But for every low or challenging season that we face, God provides us with a cove to shelter us, to protect us, to nurture us, encourage us, support us, and love us. Kind of like God provided this cove for families, wildlife, and plants.
When I look at this beautiful old church, I think of how my church community has been a cove in my life, where I have been encouraged and supported, and where I could also help serve and support others. Sometimes the cove He provides us isn't a place, it's the community of believers He gives us. Here in this church, you can still see the handprints of the community of people who helped build it, forever outlined in the wood.
In biblical times, when God provided for his people, someone would set up a stone or a pile of stones as a reminder for what God had done for them. When God provided for the Israelites by scaring off an invading army with loud thunder, Samuel, the leader of Israel then, took a stone and set it up as a memorial for what God had done, saying, "Thus far has the Lord helped us."
Samuel named the stone Ebenezer because in Hebrew that meant stone of help. And every time anyone looked at that stone, they remembered how God rescued them from their trouble. In the hymn, "Come Thou Fount," there is a verse that says, "Here I raise my Ebenezer." Maybe today, take a bit of time to make a list in your nature journal about how God has provided for you and helped you. What are your Ebenezers? Whenever you feel like you're in a low part of your journey, you can take a look at that list and remember how God provides for you and loves you. One of the many names of God in the Bible is Jehovah Jireh, which means the Lord will provide. It doesn't mean God did provide, but God will provide. It's a promise to us, part of His name and His holy character. Not only does God provide for our daily needs, but He also provided a way for us to receive salvation through Him because of His unconditional love for us.